proud of our team, our program. I thought it during the course of our preparation, but they were very intentional, focused. When they went in the meeting room, went on the practice field, they were engaged and they competed hard. That was true in our preparation back home. It was true while we were here. They enjoyed the bowl festivities at the same time. I thought it was a great balance, and they came out and played as though they had prepared the right way, and proud of the performance. You look defensively, violent and disruptive on the line of scrimmage, handled the running game really the entire day, matched things out on their boot game, and got off the field on third downs. Their front applied so much pressure during the course of it. James did an unbelievable job the entire day. Obviously, everybody saw the big pick, but he was in the backfield, made it uncomfortable for the quarterback all day long. And offensively, efficient enough. Nico played really well. First-time starter. There was nothing that was too big for him. He never got rattled. Very composed, in control, communication, controlling the run game. Just did an unbelievable job decision-making and then made plays with his feet as well. End of the day, we played all three phases well together. That was a challenge for us going into this one. That's a really good football team that we played today. That's had a tremendous amount of success this season, but over coach's tenure, I got a great amount of respect for who he is and how he conducts his program. But a great way to finish the 23 season and to kick off the 24.
Josh, Coach Banks talked earlier this week about him believing that James can be more versatile moving forward and working the next couple of months to do so. Was today a good example of that, and what's the next steps for James going into the offseason?
Yeah, James got a great football future in front of him. He's a great player right now, but really believe he's got a chance to be extremely special. And for him, just continuing to grow in his understanding and football IQ as we continue to move him around and put him in positions to win is going to be extremely important as we go through this offseason. He's dynamic. He's got multiple moves to affect the quarterback, but there's still growth in some of those fundamentals, and can continue to grow in how he defends the run, and he's doing that well. But there's still some growth there, and I say all of that. He's a dynamic playmaker for us, but he's got a really rare and bright future in front of him.
Josh, how was it? Can you take us through the process of naming Nico's starter and Joe's situation for us? Because the timing was kind of weird.
Why was the timing weird?
Just because it was Wednesday and the bowl game was coming up.
Wednesday? I'm not following that timeline
No,
at
Joe's
all.
announcement to go to the NFL was Wednesday, I believe.
When we got down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, you end up making final decisions over the course of, the holidays. For us, we got a few days off there, and that's how it was, put out publicly.
And Nico, for you, how was Joe's help with you in preparation?
Joe's helping me has been great, man. He's been with me this whole season, the whole way in this bowl game, and I really, can't ask for much from Joe. He answers every question, and I really appreciate him.
Josh, I know you already knew what you had in Nico. You'd seen him in practice a lot more than we had, but seeing him in a full game perform like that, how does that impact your outlook in the offseason of what you guys can do with him offensively?
Believe he's going to be a great dynamic playmaker, and know that. I thought he handled himself really composed all day long. Subtle things of, breaking the huddle, communication inside of the huddle, controlling the run game. His eyes were in the right place. Great to see a young guy go out and perform in that way in his first career start. There's a lot of things that Nico can continue to grow and will continue to grow in. The challenge early in the football game was the talent of the guys playing at a really high level around him too. I didn't think we played as well as we were capable at times around him. But we got great confidence in him and in that quarterback room. We got great confidence in our young players. A lot of guys got an opportunity to play a lot more football today than they had, and a lot of them played extremely well, but it also showed some things where, they got an opportunity to grow and how those things impact how the game unfolds. And I'm really excited about, who's in that locker room, who's coming back, and where we have an opportunity to go in 24.
David Pascal from Chattanooga. James, when you think about some of the quarterbacks you faced with Milroe, Brady Cook, some of the elusiveness that they have, it seemed like today you were just able to tee off and their quarterback wasn't quite as mobile. How much did y'all kind of sense that coming in, and how much fun was that, just getting to the quarterback as many times as you did today?
It's always a lot of fun to get to the quarterback, but he back there, I got a job to do. Got to beat the man up front and get to the quarterback somehow.
It's a lot of fun for me when he gets to the quarterback, too.
Christian Proscia, New Era Prep. Nico, to piggyback off of what Coach said, you haven't played a full 60-minute game of football in a little bit. How did it feel being able to go back out there and compete today?
Felt great, man. Finally to, play a whole game. I haven't done that in a while, so it felt good to get back out there and, get my feet wet. But yeah, man, I'm just proud of the guys and how they played. The defense played, a tremendous game, and O-line did good. Receivers did good, and I still think there's a lot of room for us to get better.
Hi, Josh. Alex Walker with Channel 9 in Orlando. You've won a lot of games in this city. To come back to Orlando and lead Tennessee to a win here, does that have added importance, a place that means so much to you and your family?
Yes. It does mean a lot to come back to this city after being gone for 3 years. We've absolutely loved calling the city of Orlando home. So many relationships inside of that athletic and university administration, the student athletes, and then people in the community that have helped us on our journey together, and got an opportunity. I've said it multiple times, but to see a lot of our former players. It does mean something to come back into a place that you called home, and you want to perform well and you want to win. And I'm extremely proud of our staff and this entire football program for the way that they handled the entire month and to come out and perform the way they did today.
Nico, at what point in the year did the red shirt conversation kind of start for you, and kind of what was your reaction to that kind of being your path for year one?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nico, yeah.
Yeah, I never really had a red shirt in my mind. I really just, I really wanted to learn this whole year behind Joe. Get a year of experience just learning under my belt. But yeah, red shirt really never crossed my mind.
End of the day, for the quarterbacks and the guys at every position, you don't have listen, you are strictly going to redshirt and won't play in anything other than the 4 games until you're on the very end of the season because of, the way the game unfolds and the injuries that take place. And, Nico's been one play away the entire season from having to carry the load the rest of the way home, and you just continue to fight and grow as a competitor. I'm really pleased and proud of the way that he has handled his preparation every single week. And I think he's gotten better throughout the course of the season and understanding the urgency in that preparation. That's a huge part of the reason he went out and played the way he did today.
Philip Rossman-Reich, the Associated Press. James, knowing that you're entering a game where both defenses are kind of the calling card for both teams, knowing that that it could be kind of a slog for both offenses, how much focus does that put on you to do your job as a defender, as a defense, and how much kind of relief did that interception give to kind of open the floodgates a little bit for you guys?
Can you repeat that question one more time? Sorry.
Yeah. These two teams both have really strong defenses. We were kind of expecting a low score and kind of a slog game offensively. How much do you kind of take on that challenge to help set the offense up, to help them score, and then how much did that interception kind of open the floodgates for you guys?
Well, we always want to dominate, come out and dominate at a really high level, no matter who we playing. So just knowing that we playing a tough defense, the bigger defense win, the best defense win, but yeah.
Nico, you looked very calm out there today. How excited are you for next season after you get a full off season to develop with the offense, and what can fans expect?
Really excited, man. We built a great team around us, great coaching staff, and I really think sky's the limit for this team. It's on us to go out there and get it done.
Nico, from an individual perspective, what do you really want to work on this offseason? What are kind of the things at the top of your mind right now as you enter the offseason and work towards next year?
Right now, I have not thought about that yet. I really just been soaking up this dub we just got. But, there's a lot of stuff I want to work on. Not at the top of my head right now. I'm still thinking about the win we just had. So.
Yeah, this is for Coach Heupel and for Nico. Coach, I think you had 2 offensive penalties on the first series, and you didn't have any the rest of the game. How impressed were you with Nico's operation command and how efficient you guys were offensively in terms of self-inflicted wounds?
Yeah, the first 2 weren't him either. We didn't start off the way that we needed to. I thought he came out and started really fast, decision-making, controlling everything. Was really excited about how he performed early. Early in the football game, offensively, special teams, there's a couple things that we didn't do the way that we need to. We got to be able to start faster in that one. I do like the way that we responded and played clean football really the rest of the way home. Proud of the guys for that.
Josh, what can you say about Tyree West and that front 7, which includes a lot of guys coming back for you guys next year?
Dude, we got a lot of guys coming back that have played, a lot of football. We've rotated a bunch of guys. They've all had, days where they were extremely violent, disruptive, got to the quarterback, played the run game extremely well. That group's got a chance, if they do it the right way this offseason, fundamentally continuing to change their bodies, football IQ, understanding of the game, to be, a game-changing unit. And we need that from them. We need that from this guy right here to my left.
Nico, back here. I saw you hugging your dad and your mom and your family after the game. How special was it to have such a large amount of your family in the stands watching you make your first start today?
Yes, ma'am. It was a very special moment for me and my family. It's their first time having, their son or, me play at this college elite level. So I think, they were just proud to see me go out there and play.
Nico, I don't know if you saw, but during the game, Hendon Hooker tweeted 8 is the chosen one. What does it mean to have the support of guys who came before you that means so much to the program?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the beginning.
Hendon Hooker tweeted 8 is the chosen one during the game.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to have that kind of support from the guys that came before you?
Huge, man. I think, Hendon and Joe just, when I first got here, they welcomed me with open arms, man. And, it feels great to get love from guys like that, guys that, set this this university at the standard it is right now. I'm really appreciative of those guys.
A couple big interceptions today. Coach, can you talk us about that first one that kept them off the board early?
Yeah.
And then, James, can you take us through your pick 6?
Yeah, special teams, we don't field the punt. We get backed up. We have a couple of the penalties. We end up mishitting the ball on the rugby right. They got short field. Great play by Dre, undercutting it in the backside, extension, hands. Great to see him go perform the way that he did, but that was a huge play and changed the dynamics of the game early in the football game, and huge play. What was the other question? Yeah, that wasn't bad, was it? Let me tell you, great job, understand the formation, where the bodies are at, what type of release he's getting, ability to take his eyes, undercut the route, then athletic enough to go make a play. He's on the jugs a couple of times a week just to make sure that you're ready for that opportunity. You know what I mean? You might have asked why at one point in your career, but it's for that moment, and nothing looks better than seeing a big man like him run down the sidelines.
Nico, this is a huge stage today, New Year's Day bowl game, your first start, national TV. How did you remain as poised as you were out there?
I just took it as every other game. We knew we had a job to do. No nervousness or anything going into the game when you prepare like our QB room does. So I felt like we were just real prepared, and it was just time to go, let it go.
Nico, you spoke earlier that Joe Milton's like an open book for you. You're able to ask him anything. What was the biggest thing that you learned from him throughout this process?
Just me learning from Joe. I think I learned how to be a pro. How to approach every day. With the same mentality. Going into practice. Just in high school, I feel like practice is way different than college football. So, he taught me how to practice. He taught me what the mindset going into practice should be, and so much more other things, man. I could go on and on. So.
James, I know you guys wanted to finish this season off the right way, but do you think a win here, with the way you two played in particular, can kind of spring the team forward for the 2024 season?
Winning always important to the future and like what's here now today. So, yes, I do think so.
Coach Heupel, yesterday you had mentioned there were some elements of the season that didn't go as well as you would have liked, and you come out today.
Outcomes, yeah.
Yeah, you come out today, deliver a big win against a conference runner-up. What kind of a statement does that make for the program?
It's the finish to a 23 season. It's the kickoff to 24. I think it speaks to the culture that we have inside of our building, our locker room. It speaks to the type of competitors that we have that, buckle their chin straps, that wear a power tee on the side of their helmet. You look at all the young guys that got, so many meaningful snaps today. I think it speaks to the future being extremely bright. There's a lot of things that we're going to need to reset and grow from when they come back in January. Every season, starts over, but it's a group that I love being around. And if we can continue to be great teammates that care about the people around us more than we care about, ourselves, if we can pour into each other, compete extremely hard every single day while having as much fun as we possibly can, the future's extremely bright, and the challenge is great. The standard is to win championships at Tennessee. Nobody shies away from that. We got to continue to grow to put ourselves in a position to go do that.
Nico, do you have any quarterbacks that you model your game after, or any role models? And then I also want to know why you chose Tennessee.
Yeah, I watched a lot of guys trying to take a piece of their game and add it to mine. Some of the main guys are like I watch Joe Milton every day. Just his pocket presence and the way he's able to deliver the ball from, anywhere, and, he has a cannon. So just learning from his game. I take a lot from Bryce Young and, Lamar Jackson, their game too. So I think it's just a mix, Josh Allen. And, the reason I chose this university, man, is, first of all, I think the whole coaching staff is, one of the top coaching staffs in the nation. They really welcomed me with open arms. I felt like I was at home every time I took a visit. And I never felt no fake love, man. I really felt like they were real with me from day one. Other than that, I think just the fans. I love the fans, the culture here. That's pretty much why I chose it.
I'm going to have to get them to start watching my film in the off season too.
Obviously, I watch Coach Hype's old clips. It's kind of like black because they ain't got that. You ain't got
black and white.
You ain't got the black and white film up, man. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.